I came here because I want every one of the schools in our network in the entire United States to know about you, so they can do more of you.
Today we are celebrating our Bronze Award that we received from the Alliance for Healthier Generations, one of the U.S. healthiest schools. Gateway Elementary and Gateway Micro received this award this year because they met or exceeded the criteria and the standards set forth by the Alliance. President Clinton, who will be here, and we're going to take him through and show him many of the different activities.
It's a very special place, and a lot of what they do could be done all over the country. I mean, it's little things like that. Everything was education as well as nutrition and exercise.
With our grant, we were able to put in water refilling stations at some of our schools.
This takes the water that they would otherwise get and make sure it hasn't lead in it. Right?
Make sure they're having the lead-free and that they have availability.
When I exercise, it helps me de-stress myself.
What I have seen my whole life, people who eat right and exercise and have teachers and other adults who care about them when they're your age. They grow up to be healthy and strong, and they have choices.
So the St. Louis Metro Market is a one-aisle grocery store and a converted city bus. And it started as a project at Washington University. We've been working on it since 2012, and this is our second full season of operation, so getting the bus out into the community into different food desert neighborhoods in St. Louis City and St. Louis County.
We're walking among some of our fruit trees, a lot of peaches, pears, plums, apples, cherries. Here we do by the square foot sustainable gardening, those wide archways that we're seeing. Their winter greenhouses cost under $100 to make something that someone from this part of town could easily afford to replicate.
Growing food in urban areas, that can be done in cities all over America. You just look at how many empty lots there still are in St. Louis. If you do that, you overcome one of the silent forms of discrimination in America, which is that low-income people in an urban setting have to pay more for good food than middle and high-income people do. It's less accessible to them. This is much better. We need people who are basically farming in cities.
It takes a little while to get kind of a grassroots following, but once people realize what we're offering and the prices that we're able to offer, you can't beat it.
We have this meeting every year with university students who are trying to solve problems and take advantage of opportunities. And it's one of the best examples.
We're delighted, and the girls are so excited. They're like,
I bet I know so excited.
Because we didn't keep it a surprise.
So now you taking a picture? Everything that is happening tells us that we have to prepare every person for a rapidly changing world, so that the skills you need have to be adaptable skills. They're not only learning about how things work, they're learning how to make things work, how to be creative. I came here because we're involved in a project through our global initiative to support the development of women and girls around the world, and I don't want people to think we would be doing it in Africa, America, Asia, and Latin America, because I think it's really important here. And there's almost no place in America that has anything like this. One of the most important things that any person can do, and that too many girls don't do, is to follow their minds and their hearts and develop all their abilities and all their interests, so that they can choose in an informed way the life they want to live. That's the ultimate empowerment. We've got thousands and thousands of schools in the Alliance for a Healthier Generation. We could have thousands more. We've got an enormous number of universities involved in the CGIU program, which produced the organic food market commitment. We can have a lot more. There are some pretty impressive programs for women and girls, although very few at this level. But we could do more. This is about the future. And anybody who's thinking straight would desperately want this to happen. Even if you didn't care about these kids, you should be selfish enough to care about the future for your kids and your grandkids, and they're a big part of it, one way or the other. And they're going to be a big positive part of it.